London Real, sponsored by Bulletproof Coffee. That's good advice. That's good advice. That's good advice. There's a last part of that question, and this is really relevant for you. And that's to the person listening right now who's, maybe in that 13 to 17-year-old demographic. Maybe they're a girl, maybe they're a guy. And they literally want to be like Tom Law someday. They want to have their own YouTube channel. They want to be invited to somewhere in the city. Maybe next year VidCon. I don't know. What advice do you give them?
Well, firstly, what we just said, enjoy what you're doing. That applies to everything, I feel. You're just going to work harder at it. But I guess having it, I don't know, like, break it down. That's probably the best thing. Break it down. Like, figure out what you want. And if in this case, if it is, have a music channel or whatever, have a YouTube channel, break it down. Don't wander along aimlessly, hoping that you chuck up a video and wonder why you haven't made it yet. Like, break it down and understand that there are going to be steps and things and mistakes you're going to have to make and things you're going to learn from, and actually one step at a time. And if you've got your end goal in mind, and for me that end goal is like having an audience which is can help me achieve longevity with my music and people kind of coming to my shows and buying my music and that's my end goal, and right now I'm still working towards that. And YouTube is like, my end goal is here, and I'm here, and YouTube is kind of like a big sidestep. Like most people see it as a huge sidestep, but for me it's not, because I've broken it down and I've kind of thought, well, I'm not going to go straight up here unless someone picks me up. So I need to kind of like work my way up the steps, and that might take me away. But as long as I've got my end goal in mind and I'm doing one thing at a time, and I understand why I'm doing something, then it's going to make. I feel it's gonna make achieving that goal more realistic, and actually you're gonna get less disheartened, because like if I'm stuck editing a cover video of a song which it's a really cool song and I enjoy making the cover video, but it's not my song, it's not what I'm really passionate about, and it's 4 a.m. and I'm editing this video and I don't like video editing, and why am I video editing? I want to be a musician and all these thoughts, and you're kind of doubting myself. I'm doubting myself, and I'm thinking, why am I sat here? But I know how that fits into the greater scheme. I know how that fits into the steps to getting where I ultimately want to be. So I think the best thing, other than enjoy what you're doing, is break it down.
Okay, break it down. That's good stuff.
Good
you got one last jam for us before we finish up?
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. Enjoy this. This doesn't happen very often. A private audience. This week, London Real meets UFC fighter Dan Hardy.
I'm not an athlete. I'm a fighter that's trying to be a martial artist.
His wins and his losses.
That's it, I'm done. I'm not enjoying it anymore. This is not fun for me anymore. I'm not getting anything out of it, I'm just getting damaged.
He talks the spirit world.
The thing is, like, ayahuasca doesn't necessarily do anything to change the person. It just helps the person understand who they are.
And introduces the wolf heart.
They want to feed the wires into my heart so they can measure the second heartbeat. So they can then burn it.
This Sunday, London Real presents Dan Hardy, Uncut.
Every subject's on the table, so feel free to ask away.